Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards talks about life during hard time as she returns for RHOBH Season 15. RHOBH alumna Kyle Richards has been quite busy these days with BravoCon and RHOBH Season 15 work. However, she has been in the news because of a few other things. Her love life, her feuds, and her controversial comments took the cake. RHOBH fans must know that over the span of just a few months, her life has undergone severe changes. The media has heavily highlighted her daughter moving out after her marriage apart from her separation from her husband. Recently, the Bravo celeb sat down for an exclusive interview and shed some light on her life for her fans. Her previous comments about her departure from the show, followed by her life updates, have resurfaced during this interview. Keep on reading to know more about what she said in that interview. RHOBH star, Kyle Richards, was a guest at the Raising Brows live event hosted by RHOBH founder, Anastasia Soar and public figure, Oprah Winfrey. Faced with questions about her possible departure from the show, she consequently admitted to having thought about it. However, the answer is no. The 56-year-old isn't leaving RHOBH anytime soon. It's been a long time. 15 years. It really is. It's a long time, Richards subsequently stated. I almost walked away. Kyle referred to the difficult times over the years. Day obviously will come, she talked about her departure. But it's not today, she additionally assured her RHOBH fans. Therefore, fans then released a sigh of relief after having her reassurance. RHOBH star Kyle Richards has her hands full with RHOBH Season 15 promotions right now. The diva has largely been in the news due to her life these days. Moreover, fans loved her when she clapped back at haters at the BravoCon this year. That's not all. She is yet again the talk of the town due to her latest interview. The Bravo celeb sat down with US Weekly for an exclusive interview. She subsequently dropped major insights about her life. However, the interview mostly highlighted her confessions about her thinking about her RHOBH departure. She previously confessed how she had thought about leaving the show. However, she also recollected a few moments of reflection. If I do leave the show even though I'm doing my other projects, it's going to be such a big change in my life, she said. Moreover, she also confessed that she had a hard time living life in front of the cameras. Obviously, the cast members, but the crew become a big part of your life too, she added. This takes up a huge portion of my life, she added. Her life recently had major losses, with her separation and daughter moving out. Therefore, she didn't think that would be good for her mentally to have another weird loss. So, she seemingly ain't leaving the show just yet. Furthermore, she talked about her sobriety journey. I still have not had any alcohol now for 3 years and 5 months, she shared. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premieres December 4th at 8 p.m. ET/PT on Bravo. For more such latest Kyle's updates, Kyle Richards is stepping back into the Beverly Hills spotlight, but this time, she's carrying a different kind of storyline on her shoulders. Season 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is shaping up to be one of the most emotionally layered seasons the series has seen, and Kyle is right at the center of it. After a whirlwind year marked by personal upheaval, shifting friendships, and the constant scrutiny that follows her every move, Kyle is finally opening up about what she calls the hardest time of her life. For years, Kyle has been the glue holding RHOBH together. She's the last remaining original cast member, the face of the franchise, and the housewife who always tried her best to balance glamour with genuine vulnerability. But nothing about the past year has been easy. From her separation from Mauricio Umansky to intense family tension and non-stop rumors about her love life, Kyle found herself navigating emotional territory she never expected to face so publicly. Season 15 captures that raw transition, and according to Kyle, it was both painful and necessary. She describes her life during filming as a moment of deep reflection and quiet unraveling. While Season 14 showed glimpses of her strain, the new season goes even deeper. Cameras picked up the little things, the silence in her newly redecorated home, the hesitation when she answered certain questions, the emotional distance that even she struggled to fully understand at the time. Kyle admits she wasn't always prepared to be as open as she eventually became. "I was going through a hard time, and there were days when I didn't know if filming would help me or break me," she explained in a recent interview. "But being honest is all I could do. I didn't have the energy to pretend." Those closest to her reportedly noticed the change too. Gone was the Kyle who constantly tried to mediate every conflict, host every lavish event, and smooth out every wrinkle within the group. This season, Kyle looks inward more than outward. She shows up with quieter energy, but also with a stronger sense of who she is becoming. Her castmates weren't always sure how to respond. Some tried to protect her, others pushed for answers, and a few, in true Housewives fashion, used the shift as an opportunity to question her motives. Producers hint that Season 15 is less about explosive fights and more about emotional truth. Still, drama is unavoidable, especially when questions about Kyle's marriage and new independence continue to swirl. Mauricio appears less frequently this season, giving viewers a clearer picture of how distant the two have become. Their scenes together are some of the most anticipated moments of the season. They are tender, awkward, and unmistakably real. Kyle describes these moments as some of the hardest she has ever filmed. "The cameras captured conversations I never imagined I would have in front of millions of people," she admits. But she also says she is grateful. "It forced me to stop avoiding things. I had to confront feelings I would otherwise buried. But it isn't all heaviness." As Kyle rebuilds her life, she also leans into new experiences. She travels more, spends time with her daughters, reconnects with old friends, and begins exploring who she is outside the identity she shared with Mauricio for nearly 3 decades. Season 15 shows a Kyle who is no longer defined by being a wife or a peacemaker. Instead, she is discovering her own strength, independence, and the quiet confidence that comes from starting over. Her friendships shift too. Longtime allies like Dorrit Kemsley and Sutton Strake have their own opinions about Kyle's choices, and not all of them are supportive. Kyle finds herself at odds with more castmates than expected, and the tension adds new layers to the group dynamic. Some of the most gripping scenes come from unexpected confrontations, as Kyle's emotional walls begin to crack in front of women who've known her for years. Still, there are warm moments of genuine connection. Viewers will see Kyle leaning on her daughters, especially Farrah and Alexia, who provide a grounding presence during her hardest days. Her conversations with them reveal a softer, more intimate side of Kyle that isn't always visible on camera. One of the season's major themes is clarity. Kyle's journey is no longer about managing the chaos around her but understanding what she wants moving forward. She takes ownership of her narrative in a way she never has before. She talks openly about fear, loneliness, and rediscovering joy in unexpected places. She shares the frustration of being misunderstood and the exhaustion of being a public figure whose every gesture becomes a headline. And she doesn't shy away from addressing the rumors and speculation that have followed her relentlessly. While she refuses to let the show define the truth of her private life, she acknowledges the impact of living under constant judgment. "People think they know everything," Kyle says. "But no one really knows what happens behind closed doors." This season shows more of that reality. As RHOBH Season 15 approaches, fans will see a Kyle Richards they've never seen before. She's wounded, self-aware, and surprisingly willing to let the cracks show. But she's also rebuilding, reshaping her future, and stepping into the next chapter with a renewed sense of determination. Kyle says she isn't the same person she was a year ago. She isn't even the same person viewers saw last season. Sometimes life forces you to grow, even when you don't want to, she says. And I grew in ways I didn't expect. Season 15 won't just follow the glitz, glamour, and jet-set drama of Beverly Hills. It will delve into the emotional journey of a woman learning to stand on her own after a lifetime of being part of a partnership. It will show the resilience behind the diamonds, the courage behind the confessionals, and the truth behind the tabloid stories. Kyle Richards is returning not just as a housewife but as a woman transformed. Her hard time isn't a storyline, it's a metamorphosis. And if her words are any indication, she is finally ready to let viewers witness every step of it.